Bun găsit, doamnelor și domnilor! Proiectul centralelor nucleare de mici dimensiuni este un proiect revoluționar care încearcă să dea României independență energetică. Alături de mine, domnul Pedro Garcia, vicepreședinte al corporației americane Fluor și în același timp directorul de proiect al reactorului modular mic de la Doicești, un proiect revoluționar care a început, dar care mai are mult până când va fi funcțional. Mr. Garcia, welcome to Romania. Thank you for accepting my invitation to speak about your project in Romania. First of all, let's remind the Romanian public what SMR means, how it works, and of course how safe this technology is.
Yep. Well, good morning, and thank you for having me here. SMR stands for Small Modular Reactor. The idea is instead of the large traditional conventional nuclear reactors is to have smaller units that can be grouped together in number of 6 as we have here in Doicești, or 12, but the main characteristics of this new technology is that is significantly safer, order of magnitude safer than conventional reactors. Conventional reactors are very safe, but these are, because of the size, the ability to shut down in case of emergency in a safe manner and very, I will say, easily make this technology particular in this regard. As I was saying, is extremely safe, very easier to manage and control. Let's say that conventional reactor. That's the main characteristic. The other one is that you can group it in packages. So depending on the needs, you can put more or less units for certain particular use. Let's say.
Let's speak a little bit about Fluor Corporation. Fluor Corporation is the main investor in NuScale, which is the company providing this technology, right? So, what is Fluor Corporation doing in Romania with NuScale and with local authorities?
Yeah. Yes, Fluor is as of today the largest investor in NuScale, but let's say this is kind of a temporary situation. Fluor made an announcement in our quarterly investment presentation a few days ago, and Fluor is getting out of NuScale, of the company itself. That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't change anything regarding the project. Fluor works with any technology in the world, and we work with different technologies, and that is what we do typically. Regarding Fluor, Fluor Corporation is a company that is more than 100 years old. We do essentially engineering and construction. We have presence all over the world. We have, I would say, 30,000 employees globally, and the number fluctuates because with projects, you go up and down, but let's say 30,000 people. And we have presence in all continents. I mean, North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Oceania, everywhere. And that is which usually execute what I will say complex projects, regardless of the field, pharmaceutical, oil and gas, power and nuclear in particular. That is what Fluor typically does, and we have been doing this for more than 100 years already.
What are your expectations about Deutsche project? It is on track. When it will be fully functional, and what are the challenges you are facing right now?
Well, the first part of your question, are we on track? I would say the answer is yes. We are working in a phase called FIT Phase 2. We are finalizing all the conceptual and preliminary design. We had a target of completing this by the end of this year, December of this year, and we are on target. At the end of this year, we are providing to raw power a new estimate, what is the expected cost, schedule that will tell our client how long will it take, and a lot of technical information on how to build this facility. So, say as of today, yes, we are on track. It's a project that will take several number of years, and since we are just finalizing, as I was saying, putting together this information for our client, I cannot tell you in detail about the schedule and so on. It's something that is already is being produced as we speak and is being reviewed with our client, raw power. I will assume that in a couple of months, 3 months, this will be information that everybody will have available, so you will be able to see both cost and schedule.
So how this SMR project in Romania will work, just for the general public, when it's done, when it's going functional?
Well, we have in front of us, if the project is approved to move ahead, what we have in front of us is a phase of detailed engineering. We have to complete and finalize the design that we have as of today, and then we will have a phase of construction. For construction, we need to have all regulatory permits coming from CENECAN, being the nuclear authority, nuclear regulator, from the Ministry of Environment, from local administrations, and so on. At that point in time, when we have all required permits, then we will start construction, full construction, I would say, of the facility. We may do some initial work on the site, just preparation and so on, but the actual construction will come once all these permits are granted. And we will be doing this construction for a number of years, and then we'll start the process of commissioning the reactors, that is, put them in operation, doing whatever testing is required, and so on.
What is the projected capacity for the reactors?
We're talking about 6 reactors of 77 megawatts each. So the total capacity, gross capacity, is 462 megawatts, I think.
So let's compare with gas. Romania has a lot of gas reserves. How safe it is, how efficient it is, the small nuclear reactors versus gas plants? Two main advantages, in my view, of this technology. One is carbon neutral, no CO2 emissions, which is a big difference with any other source of energy coming from fossil fuels, and that is a significant advantage. The other one is we're talking about a facility that is supposed to last for 60 years. So it provides a certainty that you don't have with other types of
power plants. And I would say the third one is it gives a lot of autonomy. You don't depend on any source of significant source of a raw material. I understand Romania has gas and there is even larger discoveries being found out, but you know, you have with nuclear, you have a facility that is permanent in the sense that it takes it stays there for a significant number of years, generating power in a steady and very constant way, let's say, and it's a source of energy that is carbon free, no CO2 emissions, which is one of the problems globally for the world, right? So that those are the main advantages. It doesn't have to be one or the other. This is more of to get the right mix, whatever mix works better from Romania, from the country point of view, from a political point of view, meaning energy independence point of view, from a cost point of view, what is the best way to, what is the most efficient way to get energy, so it doesn't have to be one or the other. Is the nuclear energy in general, and this particular project, small modular reactors, have a series of a number of advantages that make them, in our view, very attractive. Again, doesn't mean that it's one or the other. It could be all of them at the same time.
Your company is also involved in the project to build 2 new units to Cernavodă nuclear facility. So, what are your company project plans for the future in Romania?
Well, yes, we are working in the Cernavodă 3 and 4 units. As well, and I mean, and on this SMR project, Fluor sees Romania as a huge opportunity. I mean, we are our CEO Jim Brewer was here this week, beginning of this week, and we see this as a very significant opportunity. There are 2 main projects, but hopefully other opportunities as well to work in Romania for Fluor. We are putting our plans to establish our operations here, our office here, our presence here. We have started hire our first Romanian employees, which is a big milestone for us. As of today, in both projects, the SMR and Cernavodă 3 and 4, our offices, we are working out of Houston for SMR, mainly Amsterdam for the C3 and 4 project. But if everything goes according to plan, if the project moves, if this project moves ahead, our expectation is that we will have a significant presence here in Romania, in a Fluor Romania type of entity, let's say.
What do you think will be the horizon for the 2 new units for Cernavodă?
I'm not involved in that project, so my knowledge about it is relatively limited. My understanding is that next year, 4th quarter of next year, there will be a feasibility study, if you want to call it this way, will be ready, where there will be an estimate of cost and a schedule and so on. I will wait until 4th quarter of next year to have this, to be able to answer that question. The project team is working on this development But let's wait until next year to have more precise info.
Fluor has a global presence. So how do you feel this project, energy projects, nuclear energy projects are doing globally? There are some other countries interested in SMR projects. There are some countries trying to develop new nuclear plants. You are involved globally, you said. How do you feel the pulse of that industry?
What we see is a tremendous interest in power, new power plants, and in particular nuclear. One of the reasons being this AI type of developments and data centers that require a significant amount of power. So demand for power, for new power plants is all over the world, either conventional power or nuclear power. In nuclear, we see a lot of interest in small modular reactors. Is in smaller type of facilities. You may have heard the United Kingdom approve a new small plant, kind of an SMR type of concept, even though it's a slightly different, it's a different technology, but in the same sense. Smaller nuclear facilities, they just approved the development of one, using Rolls-Royce technology. In the U.S., we have seen announcement by Amazon or Google or to build new facilities in a lot of cases, new nuclear facilities. In most of the cases with new technologies, these smaller type, non-conventional type of reactors. So, and we are doing studies.
Is this because of the artificial intelligence and they need a big energy power, right?
I will say this is one of the drivers. The other one is nuclear being carbon neutral, so no CO2 emissions.
Energy.
Which is a consideration in a lot of parts of the world. And I will say the other one is reliable source of energy. I mean, with the investment, you can guarantee power for many years to come. So, but one significant driver is artificial intelligence and data centers. Yes.
Romania is one of the 7 countries, I think, selected by the European Commission for the development of an artificial intelligence plant. So, do you think we can provide this future plant with nuclear energy?
That will be. I mean, that is what is being done. I will say, or one very strong option all over the world, right? Having these large computing centers, let's call it that way, being powered by nuclear, small nuclear facilities. That is one of the, I would say, tendencies. With this project, that could be an excellent, with the SMR project and with the expansion of Chernaboda, that could be a good opportunity for Romania as well, for sure. The SMR project will be the first small modular reactor in Europe, and I think that will give Romania some advantage when compared with other locations in Europe.
Do you think other countries will follow this SMR project?
We are seeing this. I mean, as I was saying, the UK announced a few days ago, a couple of weeks ago, similar type of project, let's say small, non-conventional type of reactors to be developed in the UK. I think the advantage of the SMR project in Doicești is that we are I will say, at least a couple of years ahead of any other project that will be developed in Europe. 2, maybe 3. We hear about other countries with similar expectations and so on. The advantage the advantage of this project will be we are ahead. We have been working already for 3 years, and that put us ahead in terms of time.
You're coming for a couple years in Romania, right? You've been in
3 years.
3 years.
I've
You've been in
been
Bucharest and also in Doicești, right?
In Doicești, many times, yes.
Do you speak with Romanian people there in Doicești?
I will have to say I'm surprised in a very good way. When we go to Doicești and we move around and we have to look at the water intake and we move around the city. You will be in a lot of places. You will be a little bit concerned that people will say, you are the nuclear guys, and complain. And what we see in Doicești is rather the opposite. We see people that is interested in the project, that want to understand, what is going to happen, of course, and when this thing will develop. I got the impression Doicești being an old power plant that was using carbon as which is a technology that is complicated in terms of environmental and so on. But the people there knows very well what is a power plant, knows very well what are, and I think that they can see the potential advantages of a project like this. So I'm always, when we go there, if somebody stops us, it's never to tell us, you are doing something bad. It's rather the opposite. It's welcome here, very glad to see you. When are we going to talk about this fence that we need to build? And so it's always a very positive, and we have gone to the and made presentations, a couple of presentations, public presentations, and the response is always very positive. Again, the people in Doicești knows what is to have a power facility there, because there has been one for many years, and I think that they can see the advantages of this new project.
You also met with professionals, Romanian professionals in this field. What do you think about them?
It's again, it's a very positive. I don't know, so surprise is the right word, Romania has a nuclear regulator, CENECAN, that is comparable to any of the best developed regulators in the world. US, anywhere in say Western Europe, people with an extraordinary capacity, people with incredible know-how, that are very familiar with nuclear and not just familiar. They are experts, truly experts in the field. You go to the Polytechnica University here in Bucharest, and teachers and even students, and you see a level of education that is incredible. And when you go to the companies, the level of professionalism, or regulators, the level of professionalism is I will say as high as any other place where I have been. It's extraordinary, and type of people we work with, our client, ProPower, SNN, other companies that has been associated with nuclear, like Cheaton, regulators, universities. The technical expertise, the professional expertise for the nuclear field is tremendous.
As you know, a lot of people are preoccupied by the energy price. Do you think more energy, more nuclear energy, in Romania will bring a cheaper price for the energy for the general public?
It's eventually, yes. Now you have to invest to get to that
Right.
to that point, but eventually that should be the case, right? There may be a period of time in which, because of the investment, there need to be some stabilization, but eventually, long term, I will say, and this is just me speaking as Pedro. I will say that the answer should be yes, and that should be the way to attract as well this type of business, AI and so on. So that should be the long-term, medium-term to long-term effect and result, hopefully.
So you hired the first Romanian.
We have two Romanian
Two
employees
Romanian.
now.
So will more hirings
Yes.
follow
Yes.
for Fluor Corporation?
If the project moves ahead, of course, we have a plan. We are just starting. We have hired our first rental space right here beside this building. We have hired our first Romanian employees. We expect to have a relatively small number by the end of this year. If everything moves according to plan, by next year, I will say we will have 20, 30 people here. And if the project moves ahead as per plans, I mean, we will be talking about a large, very large presence in years to come, and talking about dozens, hundreds of people eventually.
I wish you good luck, and hopefully we will talk about when the project is more to the finish, and hopefully your presence here will be in the benefit of everyone. Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you.
Garcia.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.